welcome to another episode of BTR Beyond the Ropes. My name's Retro Relapse, aka Fernando. Also with me is Randizzle, aka Randy, and we're here on another Top Rope Tuesday.
Top Rope Tuesday.
Glad I can remember these finally.
You're getting there. You're getting there. Well, before you get into it, make sure to hit a running buckle bomb. Hit that follow button so you can get notified whenever we drop new episodes every Tuesday and Thursday on Spotify, Twitch, YouTube, and all the socials at Beyond the Ropes Pod. Did you happen to catch all the wrestling that happened this weekend?
Mm.
Or the good pay-per-views at least?
Actually, I sat down and watched every episode that we've done because we hit a milestone. We hit 50 episodes.
We hit
Can you
50
believe that?
episodes. That's right.
We hit 50 episodes. So I went back and I made sure to put a ticker on every one of them on every social site, on everything we put them on. Why? Because I'm dumb like that. I've got nothing else better to do with my time
That's
but
right.
watch myself and watch myself over and over and over again. I'm tired of hearing my voice. No, I did
Mm.
catch the Forbidden Door. I didn't have the key to unlock it, but I did have the debit card to pay for it and purchase the pay per view on YouTube and watch the Forbidden Door.
There you go. There you go.
That's right. That's right. I did not see the NXT Heatwave.
It
Did
was
you?
actually pretty good, yes. I just watched it. Actually, I watched it yesterday. I
Okay.
didn't catch it on Sunday, but I did watch it yesterday. Actually, pretty good. Pretty good matches, pretty good crowd. We don't have, I know you don't know too much about it, but there was a lot of big, a lot of big names there. We had Mariah May fight. She beat Jordan Grace. Chelsea,
Finally.
yeah, Chelsea Green was with what's that motherfucker? Ethan Page,
Mm-hmm.
Ego, and they beat the Olympic gold medalist team that's on NXT. The TNA championship switched hands. Now it's with Ash by Elegance. Now it's not by with that girl.
So it went back to TNA.
We're
Is now
back to
what?
TNA. Yeah, that's great. So it's a matter of time of Trichinet's TNA title goes back to TNA at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Probably Santana is getting a big push right now, so we'll see if that happens.
I got you.
A lot of other good matches. That last match, Obafemi versus what's that kid's name?
Hold on. You know what?
Javon
If
Davis.
you don't
Javon.
mind, if you do not mind, I'm gonna knock on the forbidden door of our unofficial sponsor, the SmackDownHotel.com. Oh my god. Oh my and see if they have some of those results so that way you don't have to worry about slubbering over your tainted memories and we can find out who is on here.
There you go. Yeah,
Yes.
they're loose. They're loose as a goose because I can't remember much
Not,
names. I know the matches, not too many names.
oh, now the website's being gay. Is being dumb. Come
What?
on, SmackDown.
What?
Either that or it just doesn't like NXT. Because I had the AEW one pulled up ready to go, but
Damn.
there we go. Okay. Yeah, I honestly don't think they like NXT because well now it's taking forever to load. What's going on?
You fucking
That is
mark!
weird. There we go. WWE pay per view schedule. The drop down.
Don't tell
Too
me
many
down,
people on the
you
internet
piece
today.
of shit! Shut your mouth!
Well, I guess go ahead and just keep flopping through your memory while I try to pull up this card because
Okay.
I don't know the out of nowhere, dude. The website just started like being like, no, you can't have this for
You know what?
free.
Let's go. We'll get back to it. Let's go AEW. AEW is the main pay per view we wanted to go over anyway because
Was it
there
really?
was a lot of good
You started
matches.
talking NXT. I want to finish talking
I was
NXT.
just gonna run through it, but
That's
the
well,
math,
that's
the numbers
that's
don't
okay.
lie.
We can talk about it. Why can't we talk about it? Don't you want to talk about it?
Uh,
Go fuck yourself.
You can't pull up the results.
I can't pull them up.
Well, see, so it's not just me.
No, I can't pull them up because if I do, this whole thing will go to shit. I'm hanging
There
on
it
by a
is.
fucking thread, buddy. Hanging
There it
on by a
is.
thread.
All right. Okay. I think we're getting closer. Here we go. The match card. The number one contender NXT Women's Championship triple threat match. So number one contender,
Hmm.
Kalani Jordan, Lola Vice, Jada Parker.
Lola Vice won that one, I think.
Lola Vice came
Right?
out, and
Yeah.
that's the one they're pushing right now. I guess it was a good job for
Triple A.
yep, Triple Mania. You had the NXT Tag Team Championship, Dark State versus Hank and Tank.
Hank and Take lost that one, so Dark State is the new holders of the belt. Correct.
There you go.
Yeah.
So I guess Dark State is like a new little like
It is the
dark
Shield.
stable.
It is the Shield. There's no real leader. It's four guys right now. So they are. They would. They definitely need a lot more work in NXT, but a good stable for NXT to kind of group
Can
some
you
people
name
together.
all the people in the group?
I don't know any of their names, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I don't know
Pop
any.
quiz. Pop quiz. Pop quiz. Give me one. Give me one of the four. Pop quiz.
There is. Oh, give me a second. If I run through his name, Briggs.
No.
No,
Well, that may be the nickname, but I'm looking at four names on here, and
it's
Briggs
not
is none of them.
not Briggs. Devon. Devon. Devon.
Close. Close.
What is it?
Dion.
Dion. Okay, Dion. What were the names? Give me the names. Now I gotta know.
Okay. Dion Lennox, Osiris Griffin,
Osiris. Okay.
Cutler James, Shaquan Sugars,
Con Shakers. Okay.
or
Okay.
Sugars. It's Shugars. I mean, you could say sugars, but it
What?
could be Sugars also. So I mean, I don't know how they pronounce it.
It doesn't matter.
And Hank
Okay.
Walker and Tank Ledger.
Yeah, Hank and Tank.
Yep. They're just making up this shit as they go along, aren't they?
It was like heavy machinery.
Okay, okay. I actually liked Heavy Machinery. I didn't
that
like
that is
like
that is a smaller, little more athletic version of them. Hank and Tank.
okay.
That's what they are.
I liked it when Heavy Machinery was doing their thing, and then they brought them out to the main, and then they just messed them all up.
Yeah.
But Vince didn't like the bigger dude. I forgot his name.
Tucker.
Yep, Vince did not like Tucker.
He's lost
He
a lot
liked
of
Otis
weight.
because Otis is his little clown, his little chubby clown, chubby clown.
Hmm.
So
The worm
yeah,
guy.
yeah, that guy. You had the TNA Knockouts World Championship Triple Threat match. Ash by Elegance, JCJ and the champion, and Masha Slamovich.
Marsha Slamovich. Yeah.
Uh, and
Ash by
then
Elegance used to be, what was her name in WWE?
I know I can't remember her name. I know he thought
Dana Brooks. Dana Brooks.
there you go.
Yeah,
So
she's a champion now.
does she still do all like the backflips and all that kind of stuff, like the gymnastic stuff?
Actually, yeah, she still doesn't, but she's more on the Jordan Grace side, all muscle now. Like
Oh, that's good.
I mean, she's a bodybuilder. That's what
Yeah,
that's her
for
red
sure,
thing. So she's
for sure.
beefed up, but now she's champion. So,
Hey man, more power to you.
which is pretty good, pretty cool for her because she's never been a world champion, and now she's TNA's world champion.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you got to regress to progress, right?
That's right.
It's okay if they hold you back a grade or two, as long as you graduate and get the diploma, right?
Sure.
Taco Bell will always have a job for you.
Yeah!
They'll always have a job for you.
Woo!
Woo!
Blake Monroe versus Jordan Grace, as you said, Blake Monroe took it, aka Mariah May.
That was actually a really good match because in reality, Mariah May or Blake Monroe is she's dainty, but she's like a old school. She's stardom, right? So she hits solid. And Jordan
Hmm.
Grace is fucking muscle bound.
So she can
Jordan,
take it.
so she can take it. And Jordan Grace is fucking flopping her around. But Mariah May, as you saw her in her feud with Tony Storm, can take an ass whooping and give one back. And they fucking laid into each other. They almost went like old Japanese style where they were fucking just all fucking forearms and fucking elbows to the face over and over and over and over. And then, just Blake Monroe kind of pulled it off by cheating. So, good match, actually. If you have a time to watch anything back, that one and the Oba Femi one's actually probably the better ones of this pay per view.
Did she pull off the Storm Zero? Does she have that? Does she use that move?
Hmm. Yeah,
That's what's up.
yeah.
Um, the quick package pile driver. Like,
Quick package pile driver. And because she's so tall, she's able to kind of hold them up higher, like
hmm
Undertaker style. So their head never
She can tuck.
hits.
She can
Yeah, she
tuck
can
them in her
tuck them.
thighs.
Yeah, tuck them tighter.
hmm
Yeah.
hmm She tucks them tighter, but she tucks them tighter in her thighs, so that way I mean, you think about it, it's more her tailbone and her butt cheeks that are taking
The
the
grunt of
grunt
it.
of what's going on, and the top of their head's barely touching the mat, which is
Yeah,
good.
Jordan's greatest. the good thing about a lot of these women they all have long hair, right? Most of them do. So their hair, they fucking flings unless they fucking broke their goddamn neck, kind of thing.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's a good sell.
That's what's up. Then you also have Ethan Page and Chelsea Green versus Tavion Heights and Tyra May Steele.
Dude, entertaining as fuck. It's Chelsea Green's fucking entertaining as shit,
Yes, she is. All day.
And even though she was a heel, and Ethan Page is a great wrestler. We all you knew him from TNA,
Yep.
AEW, and now he's NXT. And it's only a matter of time before he's on the main roster.
Waiting
But
for it.
him and Chelsea Green, both Canadians. He is the
Hmm.
North American champion, so he
Nice.
changed the strap to a Canadian flag. And
Oh,
so they fought the Americans. That girl, Jordan, whatever Steele,
Tyra May.
she's the first ever female gold Olympian in WWE. So you got Kurt Angle, and now she have her, and she's the
Oh, she's the
actual
first female
female
gold medalist.
gold medalist. Yeah,
So you have Kurt Angle, who was the first male gold medalist, and then who else? Wasn't there any
Chad
other gold
Gable.
medalist?
Chad
Chad
Gable.
Gable. That's right. Wasn't wasn't there another dude who
Gabe
was a gold medalist?
Stevenson.
But was there another one?
No,
Anybody else that was affiliated with Angle have a gold medal
no.
other
Team
than
Angle,
Chad?
Charlie Haas, and Shelton Benjamin did not have gold medals.
Okay, so it was just Chad.
Chad, and
Okay,
then you had Gabe Stevenson,
who
that guy that
didn't
tried to
last that
break.
long?
He didn't do anything anyway.
Yeah,
Um, but
he's
that
not under
match,
contract anymore, right? Or they don't.
no,
They're
he's
not
gone.
doing it.
He's gone. He's doing his own thing. That he's doing pretty much what.
Wasn't he doing the catch stuff with Hogan,
Yes, I was gonna say he's doing that Hogan Eric Bischoff thing. Yeah,
or tried to, and don't know if they're gonna still keep doing it?
they're still doing it. They're releasing it. It's gonna be a big like benefit thing at this point.
Oh, okay,
Um,
that's what's up.
in Vegas. But no, this match, dude, you would never realize that Chelsea Greens is a heel because everyone was fucking cheering for her and everyone was booing everyone else. Fucking hilarious.
That's what's up.
She can do that. She's like one of those role players. Like you put her in SmackDown, you put her in pay per view, you put her in a squash match, you have her lose. Like she's entertaining as fucking.
Oh, dude,
It's
she
only a
she
matter of
shows out
time.
every time.
Yeah, only a matter of time before she gets another belt. So
Hmm.
hopefully
Oh
soon.
yeah, oh yeah. And then the NXT Championship, Obafemi versus Javon
Javon
Evans.
Evans, dude, great fucking match. Great match. Javon Evans, a lot smaller than Obafemi, but they fucking Javon Evans damn near fucking beat the fuck out of fucking Obafemi. Like kicked him in the fucking head a bunch of times in the fucking face. Obafemi threw him 15 feet out the fucking ring into the fucking almost. You ever seen the intro where Bam Bam Bigelow throws Spike Dudley into the crowd?
Yes.
Fucking same thing, but this time he throws Javon Evans into the fucking announcer table all the way the fuck over there. He just
Oh,
he just chunks him. And good thing Javon Evans can manipulate his body in the air like Rob Van Dam, and he fucking landed hard as fuck on that table.
nice.
It was a actual. Even if you don't know these wrestlers, and a lot of people don't. It's NXT.
Yep.
You can actually go back and watch this match. You don't they'll give you WWE is really good enough to give you the backstory in quick little vignettes.
Hmm.
That's enough to enjoy this fucking match. To be honest with you, really good,
Yeah.
really good match.
For sure. So it's on ESPN, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm. It's on Peacock. It's on Peacock for now. It's the
For
last one.
now.
This is the last one. Clash at Paris is the last one. That's it.
Hmm. Well, now that we got that nonsense out of the way, let's talk about some Forbidden Door AEW. Man, what a pay per view! For did you let me ask you this before I go on a tiny rant? Did you watch the pay per view?
I didn't watch all of it. Not
Okay,
gonna lie.
that's okay.
I would say I watched every match. I did watch every match except for the kickoff. I didn't see that one. I only saw that
Correct.
guy land terribly. Oh, the fucking clips they were showing with the Ricochet match, and that kid looked like he about to break his neck. But I watched every match, but I didn't watch the whole thing. I watched like not I won't say I watched highlights. I actually watched the pay-per-view section, but I didn't watch the whole thing. Like you know what
Hmm.
I'm saying?
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
like
for
I
sure.
was not paying attention to some of it. I was watching it while I was working, so.
Well, pre-show, well, let me just go and say this, man. AEW still knows how, despite the odds, despite what WWE is trying to do to them, they still throw out a banger of a pay per view every time. And usually for me, Forbidden Door isn't like a, oh my god, I have to go buy this. I need to watch this because yeah, I don't know a lot of the New Japan wrestlers, but I do like to see how they're going to interact because a lot of these guys from AEW have been in New Japan, blah blah blah, back and forth. We own the cadence. We talk about it every week. or every other week, or if not once a month, and we say the same old things because it's one of the main things that are out there for wrestling, whether it's an independent company or not, even though it's a big conglomerate that the big dog wants to buy. Anyway, man, they put on a hell of a show. They
It
put
was
on
it
a
was
hell of
a
a
it
show.
was a great it was a great. You got your money's worth.
You
You got your
did.
money's worth.
And being the fact that it started at noon, but realistically started at like 10 o'clock, I think 10 or 11 with the pre-show. It was a lot of wrestling, man, and I love it when it's earlier. I love it when
Let
it's
me let me,
early
let me
because
ask you a question. Did you watch it day of,
I
or did
did
you watch
watch a
back?
day of.
Did you watch back at some of it, or you actually watched the whole full through?
I did not watch the pre-show, but I did watch from noon on.
Okay.
Uh, and then after it was over, I watched the pre-show because they were taking forever to do
The TV scrum or the media
the
scrum.
media scrum. So I didn't get a chance to watch the media scrum, but I did go back and watch the pre-show to see what was going on. And
You know,
uh,
I've never watched the media scrum. Is it part of the pay-per-view thing, or do you have to go online to watch that?
that's on YouTube.
Okay, okay, cool. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Hmm.
I
So.
I'm never sure. I always see highlights of sections of it, but I
Mhm.
never know if it's like part of your pay-per-view experience or you
Uh,
look at
as
somewhere else.
far as I know, no. When you're on the if you're on a pay-per-view channel that has it, they will have the pre-show on there, and then it like old school darkens out, gives you the warning, don't pirate this shit, and then they start playing the pay-per-view. If you purchase it, like I purchased it on YouTube, so I'm already on AEW's website watching the pre-show because they put it on YouTube to get you hyped for it. Oh man, I've never seen this. I actually want to buy this. I'll buy it. Cool, whatever. But if you go on to any other places where they show the actual pay per view, they
Mhm.
do have the pre show on there as well. But they entertain everyone to watch on YouTube because it gives them numbers.
Hey,
And then the
well,
media scrum also is on YouTube as well.
that's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah. So crazy enough, like with all the stuff that was going on, like the pre show, I mean, sometimes I'm not a big fan of what goes on in the pre show, but they do have like a lot of like cool little matches or they try to finish off some feuds for what was going on so they could build on to the next thing, especially like little things that are going on in Collision and sometimes Dynamite, not with the, let's say, bigger stars,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you had,
Almost like a little rampage for the pay-per-view.
correct, yeah, to get people hyped up. Like you had on the pre show Paragon versus the Don Callis family with crew in tow. So it was Roderick Strong, Kyle O'Reilly, Desperado, Yuya Imura. I guess they just throw them on. There are some people they threw together because of, excuse
Forbidden
me,
Door
Forbidden Door.
aspects. Yeah.
And he had Josh Alexander, Hechiseto, Leo Rush, Axel Andretti, and Paragon came out on top. So that was cool.
Isn't Roderick
Uh,
Strong hate fucking the conglomerate? He's not about it. Every time I watch something, he's like, "Come on, Kyle, let's go."
Roddy's that's Roddy's role that he's playing right now because he doesn't want to join another group because he wants Adam there.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be Paragon. They're supposed to be
They
undisputed.
finally changed the fucking name to it was Undisputed Kingdom. They got rid of Taven and fucking and Matt Taven and what's that other guy's
Mike
name?
Bennett.
Mike
Mike
Bennett.
Bennett.
Where I think they're in Ring of Honor or they're gone. I don't even know. They just
I
they
think
just
they're
disappeared.
gone. I honestly I believe their contracts are already up because it start well. There's still some time on them, but they're not utilizing them because I know Maria Bennett. It's already out.
Yeah. And then
Maria
oh,
Kanellis.
and then Wardlow was part of that group, and that's done with, right? We'll talk about that, but he that's
Yep.
done with. So I get the logic, and I thought he was reverting back when Adam Cole and MJF were hanging out. He's like, Adam, no, he says Kyle or
Hmm.
whatever. So
But yeah, but that's that match, and I mean it was a good, it was a bit of a banger. So everyone's all over the place doing their spots, but give it to the faces on that one, gets people pumped up. Another pre-show match was a trios match: Ricochet and the Gates of Agony, Bishop Khan and Taiwo Leona versus Jet Speed, Speedball Mike Bailey, Kevin Knight, and Michael Oku. Now I've never
oof.
seen Michael Oku fight, but that boy was going off, man. See, watching him, that boy was going was he was basically a mini Ricochet, which was so cool to see.
And he almost fucking was a mini fucking Draws for a second there. And if you
Yeah.
don't know who Draws was, look him up. The rest of the
Puke,
wrestling fans
damn
will
it.
know.
Puke, damn it, puke.
He's gonna puke. He's gonna
Puke,
puke.
puke, damn it. I said puke right now.
There you
So
go.
Bleh.
I only saw that highlight from that match. I saw some of it, and then I saw him like fly out, and he fucking almost landed on his neck. And again, luckily they're so athletic that one they can take that big ass bump out to the ring, but he was able to maneuver his body to land on his shoulders and his back, which still fucking looked like it hurt, like real
Yep,
bad. But
bad.
yeah, so
Ricochet and the Gates of Agony came out on top of that match with all the carnage that was going on there. And then we had another pre-show match. This one was actually one of my favorite on here. We had the women four-way, I'm sorry, eight-woman tag match. Megan Bain and the Triangle of Madness with Tekla, Julia Hart, and Sky Blue versus Willow Nightingale, Chris Statlander, Queen Aminata, and Harley Cameron. Unfortunately, the heels came out on top, but it was a good showing nonetheless. I love
did,
seeing it because this
didn't
is something that was kind of
someone make
cultivating from
their
Collision.
didn't someone make their debut or their return?
Oh, that was later. Was it later or was it here?
It was here. I thought.
No, it was later because it was during the show that the
Okay,
return happened.
okay, okay.
It was later in the show. Well, I mean, we could spoil it because it doesn't really come out or do. It has nothing to do with what's going on because
That's
during
right.
the
They were fighting. Queen Amidala and
so
fucking Tekla were fighting.
correct. So that kind of emanated from this pre-show match where Queen Maminata and Tekla we're still fighting backstage. They end up going out into the arena, down the walkway, and then out comes Jamie Hayter, the English savior for the save for Queen Aminata, and then the rest of the Triangle of Madness came out and pulled away Tekla. So it basically brought Jamie Hayter back because she was out with injury. So little by
Again.
little, we're starting to get some of those stars that were out with injury slowly beefing up the card again. So hopefully we'll get a good fall and winter time.
Hopefully they stay healthy because she came back, got hurt again, like in a week, and it was out again for a couple of months, and
It
now
wasn't
she's
a week.
back.
She was in there for a few weeks before she did get hurt because she did do a few good matches. Because remember, she went all the way into
Because she fought
the
Mercedes, right? I remember
the
she fought
Owen
Mercedes.
the Owen Hart Cup, and that's where
That's
she lost to Mercedes and got injured because Mercedes does that sometimes. hmm and then the last pre-show match was the AEW World Trios Championship trios match with the Ops, Samoa Joe, Katsuri Shibata, and Powerhouse Hobbs, the champs, versus the Bullet Club War Dogs, the Clark Connors, Drillo Maloney, and Robbie X. This I fast forward through. I tried to watch it and I was like, all right, I'm kind of done because this was already at the end of me watching this. So I was like, I'm glad the Ops kept the belts. I could care less for the Bullet Club War Dogs. That's my personal opinion.
if David Finley's not there and Gabe Kidd's not there, then it's not, they're like the fucking flunkies of that
Yeah,
group.
I don't even like Gay Kid.
Neither do I.
I have no.
And I've never seen David Finley enough to fucking be a fan, to be honest with you.
hmm I have no care for Gabe Kid. When I saw his what he did to come in with who
Their
was it with?
brothers.
Yep, when they came in doing their thing, and he comes out walking around like a dog and stuff, and then uh during the match and everything, the things that I could care less. He doesn't impress me. He doesn't like. This is some guy I gotta watch. It's like no, even as the heel, you still want to watch some guys, and this guy is just it's just a roughneck, dude. I don't know what else to put it as. It's just a roughneck that just like
Rico's Roughnecks.
he just wants to be there, but I don't think he's like I wouldn't put money on him. I keep him in the indies, you know.
I keep him in New Japan. That's where he's gonna thrive.
Well,
Slowly.
yeah, because they got nothing else going on. It's gonna help.
Yeah, they done pulled more stars out of them again.
Yep. Well, we start off the pay per view with a banger of a beginning of a match. Cope and Christian Cage versus Killswitch and Kip Sabian, and they're calling it the matriarchy. I was very surprised that it didn't go longer. It was somewhat of a short match. Uh, the way it ended was kind of weird for me, but I also see why too, because Kip Sabian got knocked pretty bad. I thought at first I thought it was a blade job because usually that's what they do, but no, I think he hit his head on the not the ring, not the I was thinking
When Killswitch pie faced him, his little spike, even though they're kind of flexible,
uh-huh,
right? They're not like it's not hard, obviously, right? But when he pushed him, he pie faced him. It fucking dug in, and then he landed funny. So I think a combination of those two, because
okay,
when he got back up, you're like, how the fuck did this? Like he never hit the floor to cover
right?
his face, right? He landed on the apron, and
Yeah.
he picked his head up, and I think he was surprised because he was like, "What the?" And he got real, and
And
then
then
he
the
they got shoe
gash
hot, and he got shoe hot at Killswitch, and he was like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Yeah, like it gashed out, and it was like blood, like draining blood on the side of his face. It
He
was
he
kind of
looks like
gnarly,
he looked
dude.
like a during the MMA fights or a boxing match.
Mm-hmm.
Like he got cut like right above the eyebrow, the same area. But
Yep.
I think it's when he got pie faced from Killswitch that thing on his arm, his wristlet, like kind of
Uh huh.
pushed and it kind of just like rubbed his face wrong, and then he landed funny. Because when he got up, like I said, he got shoot hot, and he was about to attack Killswitch, and Adam pulled him back, and you can see him like murmuring something to each other, and then pushing him to the wall, and like just making them kind of get back in line of what was supposed to go
Yeah.
on.
Like, chill out. Like
Yeah,
we can talk this afterwards.
yeah, like this
Yeah.
clearly it was a mistake. Killswitch has
Yeah.
been out of action for God knows how long now from
Yeah.
his medical
It's been
stuff.
a year. It's been a year.
So he was excited. It's a big pay-per-view.
Yeah.
He got overexcited, and he's playing this weird like tweener where he's beating the fuck out of Kip Sabian also, even though he's his partner. But he set up Edge for the fucking LOD.
Yeah. That was kind of weird. That was kind of
I was
weird.
like, what's going on?
I think the timing was off. That it was gonna Edge was supposed to knock both of them down, but Killswitch went down with it, so it kind of looked like it was the LOD move. But and no, yeah, I think that was just bad timing, honestly, for on Killswitch part, because he
Yeah,
was holding him for a minute. He was kind of walking around with him, like, okay, what are we doing? Where's this
yeah.
going?
I think
Yeah,
I like you said. I think because it felt short, I think spots were kind of overlapped, and they're like, "Fuck it, let's go, dude." Like it'd be silly to. I'm pretty sure being Christian and Edge or Adam Copeland, they're vets. They're like, there's no way we can make sense anymore if we go back. Let's just
yep.
fucking go. Let's follow through
Keep
with it. Just
keep
follow
going.
through with it. Yeah.
Hmm. Nonetheless, Cope and Christian Cage came out on top. They shook hands at the end. I was waiting to see if there was going to be a Christian Cage heel turn or some kind of flip or anything. Nothing happened. Cope got a side hug out of it, and we move on to the next match.
I think you're right. They might be saving it for Toronto,
Hmm.
right?
The next pay per view is in Toronto.
All out, right? Correct.
All out. Let's go.
Nice, nice. September 20th, I believe. Correct. I think.
Yeah. Uh, Next match on the card: AEW TNT Championship. Kyle Fletcher versus Hiromu Takahashi.
The fucking prototype, dude. The protostar, I mean.
Hmm.
That dude's
The
fucking. Jesus Christ, he fucking beats the fuck out of people. I like his. I never realized it.
He's a mini. Remember, he's a mini fucking Will Ospreay, dude. But now he's just incorporating his own shit into it.
Yeah, it's funny because I saw him in a presser with the glasses, all fucking dressed up, and his music is fucking death metal kind of shit. I'm like, that's what's up. But he's a
Well, they
badass.
they
He's a
changed they
badass
changed it
wrestler.
again. I loved it though in the beginning. What's their little chant?
I
I
don't
can't think
know.
of their little English chant that they would do with the soccer things. That would basically do was metal screaming that. And it was hilarious in the beginning. That was cool.
Oh, you know, wait,
Yeah.
we heard to mention that the fucking crowd sang fucking Adam Copeland's music, which is pretty badass.
Oh man, everyone's been doing that lately, but the European crowds go nuts for wrestling, so they memorize the damn lyrics. So when they turn off the music and they're just still going another verse in, it's like, come on, dude, let's go. And you see Adam Copeland just speeding off of that and eating it up, dude. Because I would.
I'm gonna divert just a little bit because obviously they're in overseas, but
Yeah.
so is WWE, and they did the same thing for fucking CM Punk because his music he made a run in on Raw and his music stopped, and they were fucking still singing Code of Personality, which is
Yep.
fucking cool. Like, which is again, I know that the U.S. crowd tries to mimic, but because the soccer hooligans overseas already fucking chant, they're so in unison. It's not even like a little buildup like where people are doing
It's
it part of the arena. It's
fucking
everybody.
fucking beautiful, dude.
Yeah, it's awesome, and you can see them
Dude,
soak it in. They're like, "Fuck, this is
it's not
awesome."
every day that everyone sings your entrance theme. There are some people that don't have an entrance theme, so they hum along or they do something. And my example for this is MJF. When MJF came out on his,
Da-na-na, da-na-na, da-na-na.
everybody was singing that. Da, 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 da,
Da,
da,
da,
da,
da,
da,
da.
da, da.
You know what?
You know?
My favorite, and since we're on the subject, I have to bring
Yeah,
it up.
yeah.
My favorite sing along. Do you remember when MJF put Jericho through the labors, the fucking Hercules labors to fight him?
Hmm.
And one of the stipulations on one of the matches was that he couldn't come out to his music. And they were also overseas. I think they were in Australia. They might have been in the UK. But the moment Chris Jericho came out, he came out and it was just so quiet, and then you start hearing it, and then they fucking sang fucking Judas the whole fucking way, and
Judas in Judas in my
he
mind.
walked to the fucking ring, and you like that was so organic. It wasn't like force fed by anything. There was no music. It was just literally dead because that was
That's
part of the
how
stipulation.
over. That's
That's
how
mhm.
over he was without having to be over for any reason.
Anytime someone sings that, that's immediately what I think of. The chants are cool, but Jericho is the first person I've ever seen where someone sings his full song with nothing, no beat, nothing, just fucking from scratch.
2 minutes of a fucking full packed crowd just singing your damn entrance to give you an entrance theme because you were not granted one.
Which is fucking cool. That's
Mate, dude.
anytime I see it, I automatically revert to that. It brings a fucking
Mhm.
smile to my face. I'm like,
Yes,
I love
dude.
being a wrestling fan. I love
Dude,
wrestling. Like it's awesome.
I'm a baby sometimes, dude. That some of them like I get the feels and I tear up a little bit, dude, because it's like, dude, like
You can feel it, right? You can feel it.
yes, yes, because a lot of these you're not gonna see anymore. You know, like, you're gonna come to a point where your favorites that we've grown up with retire or they get injured, and it's like hearing them sing that entrance theme is like, dude, I want to be there singing it with them, dude.
Yeah, it's awesome. And if you're with around the people, if you're around a bunch of people watching this who also love wrestling, it's gonna kind of like it's gonna resonate, right?
Yes,
Because
it will.
everyone loves wrestling. Any wrestling fan loves wrestling for their own reasons
Yeah.
and why it resonates with them. But that's awesome. But anyway, we get
Yes,
back
it
into
is.
it. Get back to it.
Next match on the card, Kyle Fletcher kept his belt. That was gonna happen.
Yeah,
AEW TBS Championship four-way match: Mercedes Moné, the Moneymaker, the belt holder, versus Alec Windsor.
when's
Per, Perse-
Persephone.
there we go. Like
I paid
Stephanie.
attention to it when I was watching it, so I could say it right here.
Thank you for that one. Persephone and Bozilla. And
Bozilla, 21-year-old fucking beast.
Bozilla, 21-year-old fucking Nia Jax. How about that?
That too. That too.
How about that?
She's
Every
stardom.
yeah, she's she needs to keep practicing. She needs to keep doing it. You can tell she's 21 in the ring because there were quite a few spots that it looked like she was going to drop some of these women on their head because she's a big woman of stature and height and she's got meat, she's got girth, but she's got no upper body strength. She needs to lift weights because the women would throw themselves at her, and it's her job to pick them up and lift them up, and she wasn't doing it.
It
At
it looked
least I can say
it looked
that
like she was in stardom. Obviously, these women are fucking twigs. They're little Asian nothings, right? And granted, I mean Mercedes Moné looks like nothing, but as Alex Windsor, Persephone, they're bigger, beefier women. But you can see like she's so used to like catch slam, like catch and just automatically
catch
drop,
slam, catch
stuff like that.
release, or just
Yeah,
throw around. That when it came to actually, you need to do your job. They lifted themselves up for you. Now you need to hold them and present them and do something with it. Are you gonna power bomb? Are you gonna buckle bomb? Are you gonna throw them? Are you gonna throw them over your head? Are you gonna flip them up and put them on your shoulders and do a torture rack? Are you gonna drop them down and do a Samoan death drop? I mean, dude, you have so many arsenal things in your arsenal. I'm not a wrestler, and look at me naming all these fucking moves you can do, but you can barely hold on to them. That there was at least 3 to 5 fucking spots on that thing that you almost dropped at least every one of these women on their fucking head and could break their necks, man. I'm like that young that sorry, dude, rant on, dude.
go
Fucking
ahead.
being on that on just seeing that shit, dude. Like it hurts because it's like you want this to be the future. You want to see new organic stuff that's coming through. Hey, you got another big ass heel coming. Fuck yeah. This one's going to be the next one's going to do some shit. Not if you're hurting everybody. Not if you're not holding your end up of everything. It's like get your ass to the gym or buy some weights at home, dude, and just fucking pump iron, dude. Hang out with the with the outrunners, dude, and just fucking
Maybe she was trying to get into the hurt syndicate. We hurt
we
people,
hurt people. Well,
people.
shit, Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin wouldn't fuck with it because look
No,
how beefy they are, dude.
they
No,
won't. They hurt people a different way.
yeah, yeah, they do. No, what she needs to do is go hang out with Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair because they fit as fuck, dude. They are fit as fuck, and if you see them, like they are very muscular
You know who
all
I
around,
thought
dude.
you know who I thought she was. No lie, I know. I'm not sure if you watch LFG, but and I've only seen clips. I've never watched
Was it that
LFG.
that big girl they have there on
Yeah,
LFG?
I thought that was her. I shit you not. I was like,
Dude,
oh, it's that girl. I think her name's Abby or something like that. And I was like, oh shit, that girl's there. And I said, oh, that's not her. But they kind of look alike.
that
They,
that girl got a lot of testosterone, bro.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You remember fucking what is it, dodgeball? So you're disqualified for beaver tranquilizers. That's right.
It's not
That's
because they did the
right.
UAs on everybody
God damn
before
it,
the match.
Heather! God damn it,
And she's there with her mustache and beard.
Heather!
Yeah, dude, that
So
she was like one of the Girl Scouts, and
yes. So
you
see,
were
so so
you've been
yeah,
helping
exactly. That's what I thought. But
beaver tranquilizers.
so my thing was, you were upset about that. My biggest upset with this is the referee fucking held back to three a lot of times. And the bad thing
Yeah,
is, maybe live you wouldn't have noticed it, but because it was on TV, like the girls weren't kicking out, especially in this particular match. They weren't kicking out, and they were purposely stopping. Like they were like they were about to hit the mat, and they stopped themselves, and then they kick out like at 3.1, 3.2, and I'm like, dude, you gotta fucking find your marks, girls. Like one person can't be on top of this. All y'all have to be on top of
but I
this.
bet you they probably couldn't hear either.
I
I'm
bet you
not.
was loud as fuck.
I'm not gonna make excuses, but I bet you they probably couldn't hear half of the stuff either because it was a pretty loud crowd. But also, if you're not paying attention to what's going on or you're overthinking what's supposed to be next, yeah, you could miss it, dude.
But
It
you're when
happens.
you're doing this at that level, you're part of the dance. You have to be ready for that shit, right?
No, I
And
totally understand. But remember, Forbidden Door is supposed to be the best versus the best. This didn't showcase that. The only one that really had something going on for them was Alex Windsor
I'll
because you
say
can.
Persephone was probably a little bit cleaner than Alex Windsor, but Alex Windsor did take a lot of weird bumps
Yeah, I
for whatever
disagree only
reason.
because of the fact that she's been doing it longer than Persephone. Also, not as long as Mercedes, but you can tell where they weren't communicating and they didn't go over their match long enough, or even if they did go
They
what
did.
they were trying to do.
They
So
they they didn't. The girls from Stardom and CMLL, they're not used to that shit. And I think I mean Alex Windsor probably is not as used to it, but she's like you said, she's wrestled it long enough as a vet, so she's done it
hmm
long enough. But
hmm
I think her and Persephone have the same amount of ring time. I just know Mercedes Moné has the most ring time, and that
for
girl
sure.
Bozilla only been doing it for 2 years. So
Yeah, that's how I was like, dude, like I'm glad that they were able to get somebody different in there and showcase somebody new, but at the same time you also showcase their shortcomings and
their weaknesses live on pay
yes.
per view.
So the hopefully they can use this as a stepping stone to get better because I would like to see more of Mozilla. I want to see if she's gonna get better, what she's gonna do, and how they're gonna play her out because I'm pretty sure she's got uh, a straightway ticket to fucking AEW. Shit, even
She's young as fuck. She's young as fuck. She's got time
mhm.
to learn.
Oh
Plenty of
yeah,
time to learn.
and time to lift some weights, girl. But put down the drumsticks and pick up some dumbbells.
but
You're fucked up, dude.
but Mercedes won that one. A
Yep,
nice little steel win, after
yep.
on the backs of others, like she usually does.
I
I
know.
like it.
I kind of mad that Alex Windsor didn't take it because it kind of looked like they were pushing for her to take the belt, but I guess in that time for
I think the like we talked about, like the Forbidden Door was just to kind of showcase others, really, right? And you have to put big names that have belts. But in reality, like I'm assuming they're setting her up for fucking All Out. That's my assumption. Is they're setting
yeah
her up. Like that's the route they're going.
rematch since they're both in it. Yeah,
Yeah.
but here's one that won't get a rematch: the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. Zack Saber Jr. versus Nigel McGuinness, and son of a bitch was this a clinic.
Dude, Zack Sabre Jr. was beating the fuck out of Nigel McGuinness for a hot second. And then I forget, Nigel McGuinness can take all this ass whooping. He's been doing it for years. And then he
You're
fucking
watching
started
the
laying it
wrong
in.
match because Nigel McGuinness had most of that match under his belt before Zack Sabre started attacking back. This was the one that also got me that when it finished, I know Nigel wasn't supposed to win, but it looked like Zack shouldn't have gotten the win right off the
No,
back
I
like he
no no.
did.
I like I said, I think because Zach was just like out of it. I'm saying Nigel McGuinness was beating the fuck out of him. He really was. But
He had him
Zack
in
Sabre
so
Jr.
many.
was always like out. Like he always got out of it.
He got oh yeah, Zack can get out of a lot of shit. He's like a Houdini when it comes to being caught up in some kind of how can I say like a submission. But when you have Nigel McGuinness who can meet him, uh, move for move, and then have a couple on top of what he's doing. Oh man, dude, just seeing the fact that Zack Saber was in precarious positions that he's not used to being in from other wrestlers, other than maybe like Brian
Brian
Danielson.
Danielson, yeah.
Son of a bitch, dude! It's just
I
a
liked that Brian
spectacle.
Danielson was on the commentary and he's like, you know, I'm not gonna do what Nigel does to me and bury me the whole fucking match. I will give him his flowers, but I'm just giving you a heads up, like those are clean kicks, and those are probably some of the cleanest kicks. But no one kicks as hard as me. Just a heads up. And I
Yep.
fucking started laughing. I was like, that's the only thing that he fucking said negative about anybody that whole time he was doing the commentary. He's
Yep.
like, I usually would bury Nigel like he does to me, but he's I'm
He took the
impressed.
high road. He took
Well,
the high
I
road.
mean, you had no choice but to because Nigel McGuinness was so impressive. He was so
Yep.
impressive from start to finish, and you're right. It almost looked like he should have won it, and he should have went on a run. But I don't. I'm sure he knows, and they know that his body can't handle it right now.
No, no.
He's good for a
He
match once a couple of
he's
months.
good for one-offs. He can train for a little bit. You give him a 2 months notice. He'll get ready for it. He does it cool, and that's it. And I was waiting for Daniel Garcia to screw it up too because they kind of already kind of played into
I
the
thought
whole
that
him
too.
getting in like kind of getting involved with the ref, and the ref was kind of putting his focus on Daniel when he shouldn't have been. But I wasn't a fan of the finish because it was just a quick trap pin, and I was like,
That's English wrestling. That is
yeah,
English wrestling. They will fuck you. Will they will put their fucking finishers, their best submissions on you, and you'll kick out, and then they'll win with a fucking roll up, a schoolboy roll up. That's usually what English wrestling is. That's just how it goes.
it's so lackluster, dude. But I guess that's you don't get that
They let you finish
that ex-
early. They let you finish early, and that's the rest of the
yeah,
leftover.
you don't get that explosive feel. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
like we're used to
You don't get the
the
full
explos
the full
the
one.
explosive 1, 2, 3 after hitting your big move, your finisher, you're flying off the top corner, whatever it may be. It's like no,
Not English wrestling. Not English
no,
wrestling. That's the way it's always
no.
been with fucking William Regal, Fit Finley,
Yep.
all those
But
guys.
kudos to them though for being good sports and gentlemen, showing sportsmanship after the match is over. They're shaking hands and waving each other to the crowd and stuff. And Zack Saber knows. I mean, if anybody knows, Zack Saber knows, especially because they're both fucking English boys.
And I bet you what's cool for Zack Sabers, obviously, this is a big crowd for him, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's English. And I bet you out of anyone on the whole AEW roster, because Daniel Bryan or Bryan Danielson isn't available, you're like, who the fuck am I gonna fight? Like
Mm-hmm.
really, like actual showcase my wrestling. Well, Will Ospreay isn't available because he's in part of this. Switchblade isn't part of this because he's hurt.
Injured.
All this other stuff, and you're like Nigel
Mm.
McGuinness. Oh, we used to have bangers, and I can have one off with
Yep.
another Englishman, right, in my
Mm-hmm.
our home country to show out. Like, why not, right?
Yep.
So pretty badass. It was a great match.
Yep. That was a good one. That was a banger. Next match on the card: AEW World Tag Team Championship 3-way match. The Hurt Syndicate, Bobby Lashley, Shelton Benjamin versus FTR, Dax Harwood, Cash Wheeler versus Brody King Bandito.
I liked the match. I was not fond of this run-in. I thought they were introducing someone new, right? Because they were wearing New Japan fucking sweats and tracksuits, and then it turns out to be fucking Ricochet and the Gates of Agony, and I was
I
like,
honestly thought
oh,
it by the way it looked by the one of the guys was wearing his socks over his pants. I thought it was the Ass Boys. I honestly
I
thought it was
I
the Ass
thought
Boys.
so because the Hurt Syndicate took Colton out when they first
Mm-hmm.
fought when they first won the championships. I thought the same thing. I also thought that they were bringing one of those factions from New Japan over, like the Bullet Club, War Dogs or whatever, like something like that, just to build up something.
Mm-hmm.
But I like Ricochet, and they obviously explained that whole thing and what was going on.
Yep.
Good match though, and
Good match all the way around. Good
and I think
match.
people forget like how fucking good Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin are because they fucking ran that gauntlet. They're fucking whooping everyone's ass.
They were, and I was like, man,
Everyone.
they're gonna fucking keep it. And the fact that Brody King and Bandito got over, and it
They're
looked,
over though. Like they're just so over.
oh, they're over definitely. And I think it was also kind of owed to Brody King knowing that he put his band on the back burner. He's been they went on a hiatus. God's hate. Um, he's been on every episode since then, if not beforehand, before the summer of Dynamite and Collision. I mean, he played a show and then the day after, or the evening of after the show was over, he took off on a plane cross country to go be there for a Dynamite taping that was in California. Like he does stuff like that. That he shows the passion he has for the business and stuff. And you're like, no, we need to put a belt on him, and you can't beat having Bandito there with him because he's another heavy hitting high flyer, and
Double
he's a
champ. Double champ
Ring of
now.
Honor champion, of course, and they love showcasing their Ring of Honor champs. And I mean, kudos to them for taking the win.
I
The,
like that they got over. Like they were over.
except
Good
for the
match.
ending. Except for the ending of the
A
match.
little interesting. You know what? What I did appreciate, and I'll appreciate like, so obviously Brody King flips him up. Bandito lands more on his knees, and he covers. But what I like about this, and I'll give credit to that whoever that referee was. I think Aubrey or no, it was one of
No,
the guys, Rick something. He counts. Bandito loses a leg, and he stops and restarts the count. That was a little fun, like obviously a little funny, and Cash stopped himself from kind of getting involved because obviously that was the end of the match. But like, I'm glad that the referee doesn't go 1, 2, 3. He fucking stopped and restarted the count to make it legitimate because
yeah,
he lost that leg. But very interesting way
but
to end it.
it looked like the run-in was botched. It was supposed to be covered where Brody King was supposed to hold, I guess, Dax or Cash when he was trying to
Yeah, Cash.
do the run-in and try to stop the pin, but it didn't come out clear enough. But they were still able to get the 1, 2, 3. So first time in a while that we've seen that there was a belt that changed hands at for Forbidden Door.
Further. And
So
this is a good one. It starts a feud with Ricochet and Gates Agony with the Hurt Syndicate, which
yep,
they need a mix up because it's only a matter of time before Bobby and Shelton go for singles gold, which makes
right.
sense. That needs to happen. So let's lose the belts. They
I
built
know,
up the
and
teams.
I was very surprised that MVP wasn't there.
Yeah, maybe he has DUI.
Maybe he can't leave the country.
Maybe he can't leave the country.
Yeah,
But so I mean, great match. Interesting run-in. But Brodito takes it, and now you have a double champ. And like you said, I think Brody King was is deserving. He they put the work in with fucking House of Black, then the War Dogs, and then Buddy gets hurt, and now he's with Bandito, now Brodito. Like, dude, kudos to him. Like he's been doing it. Like you're right. He comes on all the big matches, all the contender matches, all the fucking tournament matches. He's in everything.
I
You
know. It's
can
kind of sad that he was lost for a little bit. That after Buddy got hurt, he's like, well, what do I do now? Well, he went solo, but still carried Julia Hart with him. He was
yeah.
carrying her, and then then
They broke her off
they gave her a stable to go to, or her make her own stable over there with
with
Julia
women.
Hart. I mean
Yeah.
with Sky Blue, and then they started doing their thing. They made the Triangle of Madness, blah blah blah. So like, what do you do now, Brody? Brody was just in the conglomerate, just helping them out. Whoever needed a hand, and they
With the
said, you know what?
ops. It was the ops or the conglomerate. Whoever
Uh huh.
he's a good hand. He was a good hand, right?
Whoever needed a hand, a tag team partner, whatever, he's like, I'm ready to fight. And the fact that they gave him Bandito, I mean, hey man,
It worked
Chris
out.
Jericho gave him the rub for a reason.
Yeah. They say that a lot of wrestlers in the interviews I hear, and even they were talking about it on AEW, that Brodito is extremely like he has super strength, and you just don't realize it. Even though he's a small guy, he can outmatch a lot of these strong people. Like him and Claudio, they say are like hands down, pound for pound, some of the strongest people. Claudio and Bandito, and you just
That's
don't
what's
get it
up.
from Bandito's small, but he's deceivingly strong. They say
That's what's up.
so.
Next match on the card, the AEW Unified Championship, Kazuchika Okada versus Swerve Strickland.
Um, I thought it was a pretty good match.
Yeah,
It
I
wasn't the
wasn't.
best match. I wasn't
It was.
too impressed with the
I
match.
wasn't invested in this one as much as I don't know. I like Swerve. I like Okada, but it's oil and water to me,
Well,
honestly.
here's the thing. You say it like that, and I have a similar thought process. Okada's overrated. I don't think
Yep.
he's very good. I think like his
Like Gunther,
what's his move called?
the Rainmaker.
The Rainmaker. It's just a fucking
It's a clothesline short.
clothesline. Yeah,
It's a short arm clothesline.
it is a ripcord fucking clothesline. That's all it is. It's not a knee
Short
to
arm
the fucking
clothesline.
mount. It's I was like, okay, yeah, okay, and you had to sell it at the end by attacking attacking him more, attacking Swerve more, hurting his leg, and then he runs off. He doesn't even run off. He just kind of, okay, Nana, I'll leave, even though I could fucking whoop your ass before you fucking swing that pipe at me.
Yep.
And then Warlow comes out. And then Warlow doesn't even attack him. Warlow doesn't even attack Swerve. He just beats up all the security guards. And then
Yeah.
you have his return. And then I believe Takeshita is supposed to fight him in the G1.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously they're now a part of Don Callis family, and they both stared at each other down, and they kind of gave each other a nod, like, okay, you're
Hey
cool.
man, kudos that they brought back Wardlow because I thought he was going to be another one that was going to WWE. It would have been nice to see him in WWE,
I'm pretty sure he's
but
still leaving. I think
right now,
he owes a lot of time for his
well,
injuries.
all
So
but can I finish my fucking sentence because
no,
you don't have all the answers, dummy. You know he was in what's the fucking
gladiators.
yep. So a lot of his time off, he was recording and filming Gladiators. Now that that's season's already done, now he can actually go and put some time in to make up for that time loss and do some wrestling.
He's fucking Britt Baker. Come on. He's
but
like, you want a real
Brit,
man? Adam Cole's a little girl. I'm a fucking real.
she's not in fucking American Gladiators though.
I'm not saying she is. I'm just saying he's fucking her. You ever
Okay.
see that fucking what was it? What was that show called?
Well,
Backstage or Backstage Pass?
oh yeah, yeah.
They're they're really good friends, and they used to hang out a lot, but they never dated. That's what they said. He goes, I respect Adam Cole. Like, he can whoop his ass. Like, you fucking destroy Adam Cole.
What if he's diddling Megan Bain? Because Megan Bain's on
Megan
American
Bean's with
Gladiators.
fucking Joey Janela.
No, she's not.
Not anymore?
Not anymore.
Oh, well, there you go. I don't think he likes big bitches.
Psh, dude, she can American Gladiator over me, dude. She's beautiful, dude. She's a beautiful big woman. For
You know, a
real.
couple of months ago you said she sucked balls in wrestling. She still does, I think. But
She's getting
you named her, what did
she's
you name
getting
her?
better.
Woman of the Year, most improved. You just like her because her looks. She sucks.
She's getting better. And you know what? If they were to do a live action She-Ra movie, I'd cast her for She-Ra, dude.
She could be fucking Sonya, Red Sonya, from fucking Conan.
See, there you go.
I could
See,
see her
so
doing that.
you see the spots of what she can do because it's also beauty in the beastness, dude. Come on now, come on now, dude.
No, no, no.
Now, but give me some
We're
Penelope
not gonna
Ford
do
all
that.
day. Give me some Penelope Ford all day.
I think Penelope Ford deserves a title.
She does.
She did all the fucking work this
She
whole fucking
has.
time. I think she has built enough feuds in Ring of Honor and AEW programming that she warrants a fucking something. And I hope
I would
when someone
say
loses the fucking TNT TBS title, she can get at least go for it.
put Penelope for the World Heavyweight and give me Harley Cameron for the TBS.
I think Harley Cameron could be a TBS, but I think Penelope Ford doesn't have the crowd behind her like Harley Cameron. I think TBS would be more suitable for her.
She's a heel. She doesn't need the crowd behind her. Hello.
She needs
How are
people
you
to
going
hate.
against a
She needs people
heel?
to hate her. She
How are
needs
you
people to
going
hate
against the
her.
heel?
People
That's
don't
not
care.
hard.
People don't care. That's what I'm saying. It's a difference.
That's not hard for have people to fucking hate you. She's done it plenty of times where she's hurt the faces and there she is fucking putting their blood on her face and pulling on their faces and shit. She's done that plenty of times. She doesn't need the crowd. The crowd's not never been behind her. What are you even watching AEW? Of course not.
She
Of course
needs
not.
to be hated. The crowd doesn't care. That's the difference.
Wow.
They care when she comes out with fucking Megan Bain. That's why they fucking paired them together.
And her heels.
But the heel part doesn't matter, you
They're
dumbass.
not
They
tweeners.
have to get booed.
Of
As a
course it
heel, then
matters, or else she'd be a face. Duh.
oh my god, you're fucking
You're
casual.
oh my.
Jesus Christ.
This is the WWE, bro. Come on.
You're right. That's what I'm telling you. You
Come
clearly
on.
don't understand wrestling. Why do I do a
Really?
show with you?
Really? It's
Why
like
do I do a show with
you
you?
you don't even watch independent wrestling to know.
You
Golly.
don't watch independent wrestling to fucking know. Shut the fuck up.
I've been going to more shows than you.
Local shows don't count. Fuck
That's
face.
independent wrestling,
Oh my
dummy.
god.
What the fuck? Son of a bitch.
I'm
Well,
gonna
speaking of
punch you right when
dummies,
I see. I'm gonna punch you
speaking
right in
of
the
dummies,
goddamn face.
AEW Women's World Championship, Timeless Tony Storm versus Athena, with Tony
Yeah.
Storm coming out on top. But Athena gave her a run for her fucking money, dude.
I thought the
Fucking,
belt was gonna switch, to be honest with you.
I was waiting for it. I was waiting for it. My money
Did
was on Athena, and it
did
didn't
you
happen,
prefer
dude.
it to switch?
No, only because it's gonna open up something for All Out. I would, of course, I would have loved for Athena to grab the belt then, but I didn't think
Double
they were
champ.
gonna
I
do
didn't
it.
think they were gonna do double champion. That was my
Yeah,
concern.
I would love to see double champion. They haven't done a women's double champion yet.
Not like that. Not double heavyweight champion. They haven't done double
Correct.
heavyweight, which would have been cool.
Yes, but maybe they're waiting for all out to go bigger out. They're going all out at all out. Like I don't know. Maybe there's something to it. We don't
That
know
one's
yet.
that one's not in Chicago. That's the one in
This
Canada,
one's
right?
Canada. Yeah,
Okay.
this is Canada. Usually it's in Chicago, but this time they're going to Canada. Yeah, so I don't
Way to go,
know.
CM Punk. Ruin the Chicago fucking
No, because
matches.
they have another event in Chicago. I forgot which one's going to be over there.
They just did the residency there. That's why they're not
Oh
doing
yeah, duh, the residency. Yeah,
it
there you go. They were there like a month, right?
for
Yeah,
a month and a half. Yeah.
dude, that ballroom was beautiful, dude. With that little second
It
story.
was a theater house, so the way it was labeled out, like everyone's out here, almost like a Daly's place, right?
Yeah,
It's like an amphitheater. It's an
yeah.
amphitheater, which is pretty cool.
Anyhow, any seat in that house was good, man. Oh, so cool.
I wanted to do a show here at the Aztec, like TNA did. That'd been
That
cool.
would be cool. But spoiler, I was gonna wait till we were done with the card. But we are getting AEW in San Antonio October 22nd. We're getting Dynamite and Collision. They're also going to be in Houston as well at the Boeing Techport Center.
Oh, okay, where TNA fucking did their fucking wrestling pay per view in San Antonio. Nice.
They did the pay per view and they did their TV show. They did a couple episodes of the TV show there. They did a couple of those. So yeah, they will be coming to October 22nd Techport.
Get us some tickets, bro.
Yup. Gonna see if I can work that angle. Know somebody that works over there.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Uh, what do we got else? We got two more to go over. Let's get this
Athena,
out of
I
the
wish
way.
Athena had won that one. Well,
Yeah, I'm telling you, they have big plans for her. Or at least I hope they do, because I don't see
you
who
think
else.
they'll make her lose the Ring of Honor belt first before they give her that opportunity to go for that belt again?
Someone would have to make her lose it.
Because
Mm,
Alex Windsor had challenged her prior to this whole Tony Storm situation,
and Windsor lost.
and Windsor lost.
Yep. Right now, what did they say at the pay per view? I think it was 966 days. She's been champ.
Almost 1,000 days. Yeah,
So she's.
it's about a
I
month
think.
away from 1,000 days.
I think they're gonna let her get that first before anything else,
I would hope
because it
so.
it would be kind of dumb to lose the belt and then get the world heavyweight knowing that you didn't hit 1,000 days with that belt. I would rather get the acclimated 1,000 days before anything else. Hell, they could do the Roman Reigns thing and give her another year with it. She defends it regardless. She doesn't just hide it.
She doesn't hide it, and she's in every fucking show.
Yeah. So I would say give her another year with it. Why not? Give her the Roman Reigns treatment of 1,300 days or whatever.
13, 18, I think.
13, 18?
13, 18.
Well, maybe they can get her to beat it.
Give her the Hogan treatment. Fucking 4 years, baby.
I'm down to see it. As long as she stays healthy, that's all that matters. As long
That's the hardest part. Just stay
yep,
healthy, and you got it.
yep. So speaking of unhealthy, we got the AEW World Championship match: Hangman Adam Page versus MJF. If Page gets disqualified or counted out, he loses the title. And MJF was doing everything in his power trying to get him disqualified.
He fucking
And
tried to get Daniel Bryan to fucking fight him. He was like, "Fuck you, I'm better than you."
uh-huh.
And
So
Daniel Bryan's like, I know what you're doing. He's trying to goat me into hitting him so he can win and make it easy for himself. I'm not making anything easy for him.
so crazy enough, I don't know if you read anything on the sheets after the pay-per-view was over. Uh MJF is still the contract holder. So
Yes.
he still does have another chance of getting a title match versus whoever's the champion, Hangman, or if Hangman loses someone else. But they changed the rules, or they updated the rules.
Tony Khan changed it at the
He
scrum.
updated the rules where he cannot do a cash in because they don't want it where it's copying another company who does that. So they want to be able to build up some time. So when he signs off on the contract saying that he is going to do it, they'll have at least a week or so time
At least a week, they
to
said, yeah.
at least a week, so that way they can properly promote the wrestling match that's going to be coming out of MJF versus whoever is the champion.
I bet you MJF, because MJF has stated many times that he watches everything. He knows that WWE exists. He enjoys WWE. He enjoys wrestling. A lot of the wrestlers over there, and he would like to fight them at some point one day in his life. But I bet you he was trying to pull that, like, hey, let me fucking just do a surprise run-in. And Tony Khan's like, we're not trying, like you said, we're not trying to be that other company.
Hmm.
We want to do our own thing. And why wouldn't you want to promote a big fight? At least one week. At least
Yep.
one week you have to give us. So it's never going to be a surprise, but I wonder if they're leaning more towards like it actually has to be a match, or I'm gonna cash in this week and that's it. The wording's weird because he kept on reiterating something else about it
Hmm.
when he was saying it. So again, MJF loses this match. Great fucking match. It was a good
Hmm.
match. A lot of back and forth, and
All the things that he was trying to pull out of his pocket, MJF could not do it, could not get out on top. Hangman did give him everything he had, and then some, and got out some of the gnarliest shit too. Got out of, but was still able to come out on top, retain the title, hold on to it, and see where we're going to go from here. But I still think MJF's going to try to do it again all out. Because
well,
I would think it would be dumb for him to do it at a TV show if they're not going to turn it over to the TV show.
they might do a TV show to fucking promote that TV show.
True, but
Just depends where it lands, right? Like if it's landing around a WWE pay per view, they might pull that trigger. You get what I'm
true.
saying? Like, oh, WWE pay per view is coming out. Okay, we'll do it in Collision, and you're gonna fucking lose a belt in Collision.
Well, let's see how long he's going to hold on to that contract because you also have to think what is next. We have All Out in September, which they also have WrestlePalooza that WWE is doing their first ever live event, and it's on the ESPN network, WrestlePalooza. And then after that is the October stuff, and I don't know what's in October.
I think it's Wrestle Dreams in
October.
December.
Wrestle Dream is October.
Okay,
Wrestle Dream, October 18th,
there you go.
2025.
There you go. So you got Wrestle Dream, and then WWE
And that's
has.
going to be in St. Louis, Missouri.
Oh, okay. Middle
But
America.
what does WWE have for?
October? Don't
Uh
they
huh.
have? They announced it, didn't they? That's not War
No.
Games. That's November. What is it? It might be an NXT thing, maybe.
September 20th is WWE WrestlePalooza. October 11th is Crown Jewel Perth.
Crown Jewel Perf. There you go.
Perth, Australia. And then we have Survivor Series, which is November 29th, San Diego. And nothing set up for December yet.
Does it say what where Wrestle Dream's gonna be at? Is it gonna be overseas also, or is it
Wrestle Dream is in St. Louis, Missouri.
St. Louis? That's right. Okay.
St. Louis, Missouri. Wow. They are in Crown Jewel
Australia.
October 11th. So, go back up, go back up, go back up. Bump AEW. Yeah, that's crazy, dude. Where we at? Where we at? Wrestle Dream October 18th. So that's a week after Perth. That's a week after Perth. And then you have Full Gear, which is November 22nd, and
That's Survivor
then
Series.
a week after.
Yeah,
And
a
then
week
you
after.
have AEW's World's End, December 27th in Illinois, Chicago, Illinois,
And that's
Hoffman
John
Estate.
Cena's fucking Saturday Night Main Event.
Could be
Last it's Saturday Night Main Event. It's the 13th you said, and they correlated the
13th.
time. Yeah,
Yeah, 13th. But AEW World's Ends at the end of the month. That always happens at the end. That's December 27th. And
gotcha.
I believe they're also doing the Holiday Bash, Dynamite, and
But that's what I'm
Collision.
saying. There's Collision going on the same time as fucking Saturday Night Main Event. So they can save those things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
To kind of promote it. So we'll see.
true. But I don't know if they're going to actually hold that all the way. MJF's going to hold that all the way to December.
It's only like 4 months away. Like it's not unrealistic.
True, but you also have 4 months worth of pay per view also coming up. All Out, Wrestle Dream, Full Gear, World's End. It's like, dude, like,
Maybe someone takes it off
well,
of Hangman and then he attacks
Full
them.
Gear is in Newark, New Jersey.
There you go. That's where he's from. He's from New Jersey or New York. So.
Hmm. That would
Dun-dun-dun,
make sense.
dun-dun-dun, 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 ding,
Hmm.
ding, 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 ding.
That would make sense. Back at it before, so we can top this
I'm
off.
better
We
than
did that
you,
match, and then
and
we
you
have the
know it.
unsanctioned match where they turn off the lights, they turn them back on, and it's all anarchy the whole way through. And they have a ref there just to count a pin, which is stupid.
They said that's the only way you can win. Now, escaping the cage, you have to win by submission or pinfall.
Yep. It was the Golden Lovers, Kenny Omega, Kota Ibushi, Will Ospreay, Darby Allin, and Hiroshi Tanahashi, which I thought was stupid he was in there, but I understand why. I'll say in a minute. Versus the Death Riders, John Moxley, Claudio Castagnoli, the Young Bucks, Matt and Nick Jackson, and dumbass Gabe Kidd. Wheeler Yuta and Marina Shafir were outside of the cage. They did have a big old cage around everything, but they were there being interfereful later in the match. But Tanahashi is the president of New Japan Wrestling,
Mm-hmm.
and he is retiring January. No, sooner than that. He's January. I thought they said January. I could be wrong. I think it's earlier. He's got another big pay per view coming up, and then he's going to be retiring
He's
soon.
doing Wrestle Kingdom, I think, is the last one or something like that.
hmm So yeah, Tanahashi's already on his way out to retire.
I like how they stopped him from getting on top of the ladder, on top of the cage. They're
I
like,
wanted,
no,
I
no, no, no,
wanted
no, no,
him.
no, 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 don't do it.
I
You know what?
wanted to see him do it.
They knew that if he did it, the guys he would land on would get hurt, not him. They're not worried about
Yeah,
him. He's all fucking. He's crippled. He's fucked. He's fucked
dude,
already.
he's got the Matt Hardy legs, like times 10.
He looks like he rode a horse his whole life. He fucking bow-legged motherfucker.
The way he just wobbles out, dude, and like wobbles when he runs to do his, just to hit the ropes. I'm like, dude, like, why are you still in the ring? But I get it. When you've been doing it so long, it's an adrenaline boost. It's a dopamine fix. You got to do it. Every wrestler says they do it. They don't care how hurt their body is. Just to, it's like
Get
the
the
wrestler,
pop. Get
dude.
the pop. Get the pop the last
It's just
time.
like the movie The Wrestler, dude. Mickey Rourke, dude. It's like, you want a fireman party? But how did he say he wanted to go out on his own terms, and that's when they show him at the very end. Spoiler alert, jumping off the top rope, giving the elbow drop, and I think he probably missed and killed himself. Ric Flair, woo!
I got you.
He wants to do the same thing.
Woo! Yeah, Ric
He
Flair.
does. He does. He's been putting it out there. He wants to do the same thing.
Damn.
Regardless, this was a crazy match. Bodies flying everywhere. People getting bloodied up. Busted tables. Busted ladders. People jumping all over
That
each
was
other.
the spot with Darby and Gabe Kidd was rough. Like Gabe
Gabe
Kidd
caught
went
him
Gabe caught in an angle and he fucking hit like the
I'll
tables the
give
tables are supposed to fucking like dun,
I
dun,
will
dun.
give Gabe Kidd
Take
credit there that he ate most of the tables and protected Darby's neck because the way that Darby flipped in front of him, he still held on to him and grabbed his neck. If
Yeah.
not, yeah, there was a good chance that Darby would have broken his neck.
And
Gabe,
Gabe
they
Kidd took
had
a lot. He took a lot. He took
they had a
heat.
tower of tables. They had four tables towered up, two on two. They're on top of the cage, and then Gabe just throws himself backward, pulling Darby Alley with him like he was going to suplex him, and he just ended up holding him and ate most of those tables. And instead of hitting through correctly on the tables, you can never call the spot of how you're going to hit it, but he hit most of the outside tables and ate it, and then ate
And
the fucking floor.
all in the angle. All
hmm
in the angle. It looked in obviously in regular fucking speed, it looked rough. In slow motion, looked worse. As crazy that sounds. Like
Yeah.
it was like I was like, fuck. He got up. Hey, good kudos for him, right? Like good thing for
Yeah.
being young right now.
Yep.
Obviously I didn't catch this, but maybe you can kind of inform me. They said that Will Ospreay because they give him the send off at the end of this
So
match.
the Faces won the match. I'll go ahead and I'll kill this here for you. The Faces won the match. A bunch of the heels were still outside. Cage was still up. Everyone was already leaving the cage. They give Will Ospreay his send off. He's in the middle of the ring
Oh,
and
wait,
he's waving.
before you get into it, they said he said something like he's gonna leave for a while on this instant collision or
Will
dynamite.
Ospreay is in the middle of the ring and he's bowing out and he's giving his kisses goodbye and he's telling everybody goodbye. And before anything else can happen, and it looks like, hey, they're getting ready to get off the air. Here come the Death Riders, and they lock the gate from the inside, and they're all just beating the shit out of fucking Will Ospreay. They put his neck through a fucking chair. They start banging him in. They're beating him up. Even the ops come out trying to get in there to help Ospreay. And the reason why I'm trying to paint this picture for you, they even went and got these people to bring up the cage so they can get in there and get him off because he's going to be out for a good while because he's going to have neck surgery because he's got a couple of discs that are fucked. So he's like, I'm going to go out on my terms. I'm going to do this match. I'm going to throw my body to the wind, and then I'll have time to recover and do whatever I need to do. And that's why his wife in the beginning, if you watched the actual match, when Will Osprey came out, they did a little package, and it was his wife, Alex Windsor, who basically gave him a love letter, and it was sweet. It showed Will in different stages of his life fighting and stuff, and she narrated a love letter to him, and then he came out to his music and just being there with his hometown in fucking England. And I think that's probably another reason why they did it because they already had that timetable to know that hey, if he's gonna do that, let's put him in his hometown because we cater to this guy. This is our main dude, and yeah, he's gonna be out for several months because he's gonna have infused neck surgery.
Because he
So
opted to stay in for this last fucking pay per view because he was supposed to be out. He were
that's
talking
why
about
it
it,
was
right?
a. This is why it was a unsanctioned match.
And he fucking still did that fucking backflip off the fucking cage when he told
He
Tanahashi, "Don't go up there." And then he did it. I was like,
and
dude,
he
anyone
did
else
it.
could have gone. You could have
Yep,
got fuck. You could have had fucking one of the Golden Lovers motherfuckers do it. Like
yep. But no, they beat the shit out of him, and they kept they weren't gonna let him go out on a high, and I think he probably wanted it that way too. Let's
to
if
justify getting being gone from getting hurt, right?
where they even played it to okay, cool. They finally got the ring to come up, and they scurried out the Death Riders. The Death Riders took off to the crowd, whatever. But that he was just laying there like paralyzed, and they were calling to get EMS over, and like the guys are there, and even like Aubrey's there yelling, "Stop moving the ring! Stop walking on the ring because it keeps moving." Like remember the boards are unsettled enough where you walk on it and it kind of springs a little bit. That's where people think trampolines are under the ring when they're not. And finally, they get a gurney to come down, and then it kind of blacks out. And I'm still watching the pay per view, like it's already over, right? Whatever. And I'm still watching. I'm like, okay, cool. Maybe they're gonna do like WWE does, and they're gonna go into the post show and then go into the scrum. And no, it's just black. And like maybe like 45. No, it had to be a little bit longer. It had to be like 2 minutes. And I'm just sitting there in the just black. And then it comes back on and they're there and they're trying to put the fucking neck thing on. Like it just popped up out of nowhere. It just started playing again. And they're there trying to put the neck brace on them and they're bitching, everybody get the fucking ring slowly, slowly. And they're bringing the fucking the plate in and they're plating them up and they're tying them up and they got them all. And the doctors are there bitching at each other. Told you don't move it like that. Don't you know how to put on a fucking neck thing? Barely pick them up. And they're like explaining how to do everything and they have them tied up and then they're getting ready to put them in the fucking the gurney to take him
So
to the back.
it's a good way to go out because he might not come back. He might not ever come back, and it's good.
He wants to come
He
back.
wants to come back.
He's
You know what I'm saying he might never, but he wants to. But it's good way he's leaving. He gets a good send off. They beat his ass, and they get heat on fucking the Death Riders to keep him fresh,
big
right?
time.
That's wrestling 101. Like if you're gonna go out, do a job for someone because the Death Riders had cooled down after Mox lost that belt, right?
Hmm.
And now it's just like, okay, well they're not feuding with Swerve right now. Hangman's doing his own thing, and Osprey was the other person that were really tied together with the Death
With
Riders
all
trying
that
to
what's
fight
going
him.
on.
And now he's
Hmm.
gone. Well, let's get some heat on them and beat the fuck out of him.
Yep.
But what I do like is weird is Wheeler Yuta starting to be like, hey guys, with fucking Chris Statlander. Did you see that one?
Because what they're trying slowly but surely they're trying to turn her over. They want her in the Death Riders.
Because Mox
And
got, Mox
there's
got her the money, and Wheeler was like, hey, how you doing, guys? What's going on?
what they forget is that they were best friends before. They
That's
were
right.
in
That's
best
right. The best
friends
friends.
before. They were all in a group together. Even on the BTE show that was on YouTube, they show them, like they are part of skits and all that kind of stuff and whatever little things and things like that. So um, they're still trailing on that to be like, well, you're her friend, talk to her. But then they get busy and like Marina's like, let's go, let's get out of here. Or Claudio's like, we don't have time for this shit. So it's either she says yes on her own or what, but don't try to coax her over. Like it'll just happen organically, but hasn't yet.
It'd be better than having Mira Safina. She can't do shit. You need a fucking muscle.
She's poised to be the heavy or just Moxley's fucking copy runner per se, but with an attitude. But yes, it would be nice to have another woman in there that can actually throw down and shit like that. But I don't think Statlander's on that run yet. I think if they ever piss her off or
They
something
just they
happens,
just brought her back to fucking being kind of face. So
yeah, she's that tweener right now. She really is. So
well, well,
hell of a pay per view,
hell of
man.
a fucking. You took the words out of my mouth. Like a hell of a fucking pay per view. You got your money's worth. You got a little bit of everything at the end of the day.
Hmm.
So what would you, if you had to give it a rating as far as how you felt about this pay per view overall?
This with some of the hiccups and everything that was going on, I'll give this a solid B. I'll give this a solid B because I mean it's not one of the main ones where a lot of titles change. It just had a lot of good action in it. So that's where I'll give it a solid B. I think it's you get a better rating out of me when you're actually pushing more with your stories and title changes compared to just kind of throwing something. I wouldn't say this was last minute, but this was kind of rushed on some of the parts because I mean you're just adding in New Japan stuff to make sure that they're being represented correctly. I mean, hello, when you watch this, you have the Japanese announcer there with Justin Roberts, and whoever Justin Roberts announces, he goes overboard next to him. John Moxley, or
I like
Moxley son.
who made a fucking point. He goes, I think it was Excalibur or Tony Schiavone. He goes, I feel bad for Justin Roberts. You know, he just got super kicked by the Young Bucks this past weekend. This guy, they said his name. He's like every time he says it, he just kind of accentuate. He has to accentuate. Alex Windsor or whatever.
Yeah, yeah, for real. I thought, but I think what's funny though is that when the match is over, he's like real calm, like, and kind of like what he says in Japanese, like, and the winner is Alex Windsor, Windsor-san. Yes, like all it's match is over. Okay, go home. Okay, you go to concessions. Bring me back beer.
I give this a solid C, not plus or minus. It was solid C. There's a lot of things I would have changed. Good action. I will not dispute the action that you're gonna get, but it could have been cleaned up. And like you said, like you involve a lot of New Japan, CMLL, Stardom people. They're gonna be miscommunications, and it happens. And
Hmm.
it is technically a thrown together match because these people don't fight and interact with each other every day.
They
So
rely on their wrestling
they're
abilities.
their lesson abilities, and unfortunately, some of them just don't have the same
Wrestling
reps,
abilities.
the rest of their abilities. So solid C for me. Good. I mean, a good pay per view overall. And
Hmm.
I'm looking forward to the upcoming All Out pay per view, which will be fantastic.
Yeah, and this will be more of in the wheelhouse of what's going on. But before all out, I believe we have the 6 year. No, or is that in October? I think that may
That's
be around.
October.
I
No,
think that's
actually,
right after.
it is. No, it is in September when they started the fucking Dynamite.
We will have the 6 year anniversary of Dynamite coming up before or around when all that's going on. I don't
Nice.
know if there's anything here on that, but yeah, man, a lot of good shit coming out of this. Cause yeah, it's crazy. Let me see,
Some other
Dynamite.
wrestling. Well, I mean, we've been going an hour and 20, so
Yeah, yeah, no, that we're good. We're
hey,
good.
we appreciate you tuning in on another Top Rope
Top
Tuesday.
rope, baby. Top.
That's Retro Relapse. I'm Randizzo. Make sure to follow us on the socials at Beyond the Ropes Pod. Hit that
Hmm.
follow and subscribe button to get notified whenever we drop new episodes every Tuesday and Thursday on Spotify, YouTube, Twitch, anywhere you get your fucking podcast needs. But make sure to stay tuned for more stories, more violence.